Hi, I'm Danielle and I am the founder of The Joyful Edit. Welcome back to my channel. I read a really interesting statement earlier today, and it was, are we manufacturing our own unhappiness or happiness? I thought, how interesting, because when you think about it, who gets to decide whether we're happy or we're unhappy? We do. Like, who gets to decide whether we're going to have a good day or a bad day? We do. And what I wanted to do today is to kind of give you some top tips as to how to cultivate that, because when you look into the statistics of how many people are genuinely happy, like, it's terrifying. When I was looking, it was like 4 out of 5 people are deemed as unhappy, which I think is just, I don't even know if I do believe those numbers, but the truth still remains that there are so many more people out there that are unhappy than are happy. And I just think that if we have such a huge desire for happiness, then we should be looking into how to manifest that and manufacture it, because if we're manufacturing unhappiness, then it means and stands to reason that we can absolutely manufacture happiness. And I just think that we've got so used to having it as part of our DNA about all the things, the negativity that we say, and even just simple phrases that we say, how are you? Oh yeah, not too bad. Why is bad in the phrase when actually you probably feel really good? So there's so many things that we are doing that is kind of jeopardizing that, but it's a really simple process of changing the way that we think and change the way that we feel. And I remember watching one talk show, and this guy was just super happy and joyous and just full of life. And the talk show host was like, you must have this amazing secret of happiness. What is it? And he was like, I don't have any secret. He said, I simply wake up every day with 2 choices: to wake up happy or to wake up and be unhappy. And he said, you guessed it, I choose happiness every time, and I make happiness a habit. Happiness as a habit, oh my goodness, absolutely. And you know what? The great news is that we get to choose the habits that we want to cultivate. So I want us to start thinking about that and get rid of the limiting belief that happiness is just for those that are lucky, that those that are born in a certain country or born with a certain colour of their skin. All these different things, it is available to each and every one of us if we decide it to be so. So I've kind of created a list of 4 things that will absolutely cultivate feelings of happiness, so that you can start allowing that to be your natural disposition and start changing the way that you are. Because when you feel those levels of happiness, it literally changes everything about you, like your relationships, how you experience life, everything that goes kind of hand in hand. And even when you have setbacks and you go through struggles, because it doesn't make you invincible, it just enables you to be stronger and to see life setbacks and difficulties as lessons and opportunities. And when we experience loss and grief, we become thankful that we were even able to experience that person and to experience that level of love and joy, and that was the cost of the love that we received and experienced. Honestly, there's just so much benefits to it. And like I said, if that's what we are seeking so much, then we need to be doing more and spending more time to kind of practice that and make happiness a habit. So number 1, simply practice happy thoughts. So kind of write down a list of happy thoughts if it doesn't just naturally come to you, and start saying these things throughout the day. And if a negative thought comes to pass, then simply acknowledge it and thank your mind for trying to protect you, because that's all that it's trying to do. And then replace it with a happy thought. Then number 2 is every morning say that today is going to be a great day, that today is going to be fun and exciting, or whatever words you want to replace it with, but set it as the intention for the day, that your day is going to be great. Number 3 is to start the day with thanks. And that could be thanks for a new day, for a fresh start. Thank you for the sunshine, for the birds, for the roof of your head, for the job, everything. It could be everything and anything, but start your day off with thanks. And the fourth thing is there is no better way to feel pure happiness than through human love and kindness. So I really want us to think about this and think about what it is that we can do to help one another and to do kind things and to make a difference to each other and just be kind and loving. Like, there was a story that I read, and it was just basically this guy who used to work in a train station, and his job was just to carry all the luggage, and he was speaking to this one woman and just could see that she was visibly upset, and he just said to her, like, oh, I love your hat and I really love your dress. And she turned around to him and said, you know, thank you, but like, what made you say that to me? And he said that he could visibly see that she was upset and kind of wanted to make her day. And she was so touched, and it made such a difference to her that years later her daughter had tracked him down and had passed on a message from her mum, who had sadly passed away, and her mum had asked that her daughter track down this man and just thank him for his level of kindness, and how it just completely transformed her, like her life and how she was thinking. And honestly, like, you think about that and it was so simple, just like complimenting her on that, but the effect that it had, and the fact that like years later, as part of her like dying wishes, she asked her daughter to find this man and to thank him. That is amazing. And we can all do things like that. We can all like spread light and kindness and love, and that is the surest way to find happiness and to get out of our heads, because we are more than just ourselves and more than the struggles that we bestow upon us. So I want us to really like implement those 4 steps, because happiness is really easy to achieve. It's simple, it's not complicated, and it's not something that you have to wait for. You can literally do it immediately, and just train yourself to do that if it doesn't come naturally, because it is the best way to live. And let's start changing these statistics, because 4 out of 5 people, that is not okay. So I really want to spread that and make it our absolute mission to live life full of happiness. And you know what, regardless of what life throws at us, we will deal with it, and we will deal with it with grace and love, gratitude and kindness. So I just wanted to share that message with you, because I just thought it was so interesting about how we manufacture our happiness or unhappiness. And you know what, I'm going to choose happiness, and I hope you do too. So I'm sending you so much love and so much blessings. Thank you so much for watching. If you like these videos, then please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already done so, because like I say, it means so much to me, and just helps me to grow my channel and reach as many of you as possible. So thank you again, and I will see you tomorrow.